We are here at the Hershey Story Museum and we're gonna learn all about chocolate today. So what do you think? Are y'all ready for an adventure?
Let's go!
Let's go! The museum is located on Chocolate Avenue, and I love that all of the lights are Hershey Kisses, and some are unwrapped and some are still wrapped. We just got our tickets. We decided to do the full museum experience. So we have our admission to the museum, we have chocolate lab where we're gonna make a chocolate bar together, and then we have a chocolate tasting. And for the total, we got a little bit of a discount for staying at the campground, and so our total was right around $100, 90-something dollars.
No, you already scanned it, so do
I
your name.
did it, and so it says when I go upstairs to the museum, if I see one of these, I can put my card up to it, and it will show me my personalized thing, like it will show my stuff. And I put in Skyla, my name, and then I put in my favorite color, blue. The scavenger hunt, and you find all of these things. These three are in this room. Whenever you find this, you put your token up to it, and it says, "Welcome, Skyla." And it's got blue, so it's like big blue, and it tells you a story. And it's like, you can do that everywhere that you see these.
Holden, did you find the first thing?
Yeah, I found the rabbit mold, it's right there.
The rabbit mold. This is how they would have molded the chocolate in plaster. These boxes are so ornate, very cool. And then molds. Milton Hershey had a 4th grade education, and he opened his first chocolate shop when he was 18 years old. He bought back his great-grandfather's farm, and that's where he experimented with the condensed milk and the recipes that would make their chocolate famous. Let's see what happens when you press this button.
Just making it extra powerful.
Those are the strings of the Hershey Kisses. Caramels are a fad, chocolate is permanent.
They're saying that chocolate was such a luxury in the 19th century until the assembly line, and Hershey Kisses were hand wrapped until 1921, which is what the machine was that we showed you.
What is this tub?
Molten chocolate.
What?
You want to get in it with the chocolate?
Yes, I do. His recipe for success was he roasted his beans at higher temperatures and mixed his sugar and milk before condensing.
This machine was designed to grind the cocoa beans.
They're gonna show us a magic trick. Go ahead. Whoa!
Hi-oh!
Cocoa bean shells, an excellent alternative to traditional mulch. Who knew? Hershey's made chewing gum. All kinds of products. Cottage cheese, sour cream, ice cream. This gorgeous cut glass was in the soda fountain shop until it closed in 1904, and then put it in his house. Why not? This section is called Hershey, an American icon for over a century. And it's their packaging and advertising timeline. Hello, Holden.
Hershey began welcoming folks for factory
Pretty
tours
cool.
starting in 1905.
It says they didn't launch their first mass media campaign until 1970. Breakfast cocoa sounds like a brilliant idea. Holden is designing his own chocolate. Skyla's making a gorgeous design.
Oh, here's how you resize. So if you wanted that to be bigger.
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I am not a fan of the crackle. Sorry, crackle fans. This room is super fun because they have all of these interactive touchscreens where you can make wrappers and all that kind of thing. So it's really fun. Skyla could spend an hour in here easily.
The quality of the machines are really good. I mean, how responsive they are, and the creativity on the, we made a candy wrapper, and there's layers like in Photoshop, so you can put stuff on top of each other, you can resize and rotate. So I mean, it's really, really good for different age groups.
Even though it's not Halloween, I decided to make a Halloween Hershey bar because there was a lot of Halloween things on it. So
I love that.
I made it brown with a bunch of pumpkins and it says tricks or treat.
Now it's Christmas in July up over here. Very nice design.
Thanks.
The average annual wage in 1909, $559. They only made the chewing gum until 1924. Hershey X looks suspiciously like another chocolate I know. The 15-cent bar replaced the 10-cent bar in 1974. This is the best. Tropical chocolate, discontinued in 1983. I wonder what that tasted like. All right, Holdy, do your best ET for me.
E.T. phone home.
And this was 1985. The 90s was a good time. Cookies and Cream Bar came out. It's a really cool idea for how to continue the timeline. They've got the moving screen. And Hershey owns Pirate's Booty. Continuing the scavenger hunt, we're looking for elves with kiss hats playing in the snow.
Right there.
Found them.
Those never get old. I still eat them for Easter.
We do love chocolate bunnies at Easter, don't we?
Yeah.
After they sold the Caramel Company in 1900, Milton and Kitty traveled the world. Portable medical kit. Wow. I want a toiletry kit like this. Here was his passport. You taking a load off?
What?
You taking a load off?
Yeah.
There were 4 main reasons for choosing Hershey: water, milk, workers, and railroads. Very practical.
One of the cool things that I learned today is Milton and his wife Kitty had no kids, so what they did is they supported the community.
Supporting public schools at every level, from elementary to junior college, with gifts of land and buildings. Their support for education in Hershey outlived them.
It says he didn't want a factory town. He wanted a place that was a model community. Business was actually booming for them during the Great Depression. They were talking about how a machine could do the work of 40 men, but Hershey said, no, I'd rather have the men. He wanted to employ workers. And I think that's really cool that he turned down, you know, kind of efficiency, but to take care of the people, and he wanted people to have jobs. The foundation was established in 1935.
It was 1963 when they installed the new streetlights, and it was the president of the Hershey, Hinkle. So they're called Hinkle's Twinkles.
Hinkle's Twinkles.
That's funny. This is to see how big it is. Okay, that's it.
Go ahead and put yours in. We're returning our coins.
Oh, crap.
And look what happens on the screen. Thank you, Holden. Okay, here goes Skyla.
You're Holden, I guess.
What the heck?
Here you go.
Here you go. Skyla J.
Let's go.
We have Tanzania, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Ghana, Java, and Hershey's milk chocolate.
The one in the back left, this one here is number 1, and then it just sort of follows the same pattern. So you can read about each one.
Okay. Do we do both of these or one of these?
One at a time, because if you do both, then it will kind of overflow.
Okay.
Tanzania, this rare chocolate from the rich soil of East Africa represents a small percentage of the world's production. Intense fruitiness with pleasant floral notes.
Is that good?
It is so rich. It's warm. Wow, y'all get ready. You only need like a teeny bit.
Sick. Golden. You're done.
This one is 75% cocoa, so it is luxurious.
Is it good?
I found chocolate heaven. That's literally my favorite.
This was the kids' hot chocolate. So they give you 2 stars. It was about $8. So let's see if it melts.
Now we're headed to the Dominican Republic. It says bitter cocoa flavor, elevated by spices, wines, and olive notes. I think I like this one more even than the last one. This one's 70% cocoa, so similar to the last one.
It all melted.
All right. Did you taste it yet?
No.
You want to give it a go?
Are you guys gonna use your waters?
We can pour more in there.
Is it good?
Can we do that at home?
It is really strange. It said olive on there, and then like 5 or 7 seconds after it's like in your mouth, it did come out tasting like olives.
Yeah, it hits you. What does it smell like?
Is that the second one?
It smells like chocolate, but yeah, that flavor is there.
Now it is Mexico. It says it's fruity with notes of nuts and ginger.
What's ginger? It's like...
What Holden eats with sushi.
Oh, that.
Does it taste nutty or fruity?
Can I try? I like this one, but I don't like the hint of ginger. This one was the best one.
It is strange. I don't think I've ever had so many different chocolates, and we've only had 3 right next to each other to really taste how completely different they are.
Mexico is very nutty.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it's like eating a chocolate-covered nut. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared.
We're moving on to Ghana, which says it has sweet chestnut flavor along with a hint of red fruit. And this one is 40% cocoa.
Okay.
So it's a lot less than the other ones.
That's the best one I've had so far.
He thinks that's the best one. What do you think?
Best one. I think that's the most one. I think this is the one that tastes the most like chocolate so far.
Way sweeter. You can definitely tell the difference of the cocoa, the percentage.
Weird.
Way different. Very, very, very sweet. Java, an Indonesian island. Caramel, hints of green tea. What do you think?
Can I
So
try?
good.
Really?
It like changes your whole perspective of hot chocolate.
And this one's 33% cocoa.
The last one was my favorite. Let's see if this one can take over. That like changed the flavor. It's good. Best one.
Closing it down with Hershey's milk chocolate, and they describe it as sweet, buttery, and complex. That's how they describe their own chocolate. It's Hershey's. Yeah, I mean it's liquid Hershey's.
Please. I want to try it so bad.
This one's also 33%. Same as the last one.
I like the 5th one better than this one.
You like Java best. That was kind of my dream, to do a chocolate tasting. They were all so different, but amazing. I think we all had different favorites along the way, but wow, so worth it. Have to do it if you come here. Have to. The flight you can do for up to 3 people, and that's why we got the children's flight. And it was cool to try that and see what it was like. And I think the kids had fun watching the chocolate melt in there, and I'm glad we did it all. But just so you know, if you're coming, a flight for 3 people. I love how Scott noticed that in this photo, there's one guy not wearing a suit. Removing impurity from the beans.
Is that from the sugar?
Oh, removing impurities from the sugar.
Yeah. Like if the sugar was the big balls, you got to get all the stuff out.
Oh.
So all the little things go through and just keep the good stuff.
This shows you how the sugar's made and all of the steps that it goes through. There's a mud step, molasses, and then raw sugar.
Did you know that sugar cane can grow about a foot every month?
Let's see, a merry-go-round for sugar.
Oh my god.
Holden's taking a closer look at sugar. Which one did you pick?
Here, put one up there.
Oh, it's up on the screen. Look, bud.
Oh.
Here, so we got to do our focus.
Whoa. The golden raw sugar is a lot prettier.
Yeah, check it out.
Whoa. And what does it look like up close?
It looks like that sugar in the raw that you get.
It says every Sunday when there was a game, everybody went. You're gonna build your own model town?
Yeah. So I'm gonna build a skyscraper first.
The mill began operating in 1918, and I thought it was just so cool. All the great things that Hershey did for Cuba with orphans and schools and education, paid some of the highest wages. Hershey, of course, profited a lot during the wars, but then they sold their Cuba operations in the mid-40s. Similar to Hershey in Pennsylvania, he built basically his own little town to house the workers and the staff, make a really nice living areas for them.
Heading into the chocolate lab.
All right.
We are going to get started with a little snippet of chocolate school, and then we're going to go to making your bars, and we'll finish up later, and we'll end with a tasting with some chips. So, you got to eat your fruits and veggies. Chocolate counts as a fruit. So, it's called Theobroma cacao. The Mayans were the ones that discovered, open up a pod, let it sit out for a few days, turns white, turns purple, turns brown, starts smelling like chocolate. So we're very grateful to the Mayans. When you add that to the milk, chocolate gives it a good crunch, and it takes away the bitterness. It has a really good flavor.
I don't like it. That's really bitter.
Yeah, it is. It is
Whoa.
extremely good.
I thought it was gonna taste
All
good and
right,
it didn't.
so
Don't do it. Maybe don't do it. You it's awful.
If you're a purist. One of the things, like some people put the pepper on the corner of their bar, just so they
Getting our aprons and hairnets on.
Do I have to wear the hairnet?
Yes, we all have to wear the hairnet. It's a lab. It's a food lab. Oh man, looking good.
No, looking terrible.
We put our names on, so we make sure we get the right bag. So if you have a beard, they make you wear a beard net. You're lucky you don't have a beard.
Nice hairnet.
Just own it. Live it up, girl. Own it.
Just wait.
Just keep going and going.
They told us to drop it and it'll spread.
Oh, cool. That's a good idea.
And mix some cayenne pepper with the chocolate. Needs more pepper. Oh, I didn't know about out of the bowl. I thought you meant like stick your finger in this.
I'm gonna try some. Is it more peppery than?
No, it's not really.
It's not bad. That just tastes like normal chocolate. Yeah.
I almost overflowed mine, but I'm gonna try just the plain chocolate on its own. It's sweet. It's really, really good.
Sweet.
It's sweet. It's so sweet. The cayenne's a little bit too hot for me, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on for color, just for like aesthetic.
Mommy putting on wheat.
All right, I think I put on too much cinnamon, but you know.
I did it.
Nice. I like your technique.
Along the coast in Africa there's some in South America and even over by Asia.
Skylar, what did you
And a lot of rainfall.
Do you need more chocolate?
So the average temperature is going to be 76
Wait in Hershey.
Oh, this is heavy.
That's a
This
good
is so
guess.
heavy. It's that.
We're gonna do a chocolate chip tasting now.
I'm scared.
We're starting with a small dark chip.
So how do you guys describe the taste of that?
That one was bitter.
This is the large dark chip.
Okay.
She's cleansing her palate. That one's definitely more milk chocolate.
Buttery.
Buttery.
Buttery, caramely.
Buttery, yep.
Caramel.
Yeah. We've got our wheel. That one's definitely, yeah,
So that
caramely.
one's from Java.
Java. Java was the one that you liked the most.
That one has more of a sweeter
Of
taste,
the other
caramely
tasting.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're bagging up our chocolate now.
Got mine. Chocolate Lab certified.
What's something you just learned in the chocolate lab?
So the pod, it grows on the trunk because it's so heavy that it would weigh down the branch if it grew on the branch, so it grows on the trunk. The pod makes 2 chocolate bars.
It's a big pod to only make 2 chocolate bars.
And I learned that based on where the pods grow, they have a completely different flavor profile. So Mexico tastes different than the ones in Africa.
We loved the chocolate lab. It's a 45-minute experience. You each get to make your own chocolate bar, like the Planet chocolate bar, which had the cayenne pepper and the cinnamon and the nibs, which are super bitter. But it was so cool. They tell you about the history of chocolate and then you get to make it. So it was very entertaining and went by really quick. Here's the menu at Lisa's Cafe. They serve breakfast. A lot of good lunch options of sandwiches, salads, pizza, kids menu. We picked a booth that's very fancy.
Yeah.
Not only do they have condiments, but they also have coloring books. Holy cow, loaded brownie for $5, cinnamon rolls for $5, peanut butter explosion. These massive muffins are only $3.50. They have funfetti cake for $6. Scones for $3 and a slice of cake is $6. This looks amazing.
A nice big sub.
What is that, the cheesesteak?
Yeah, cheesesteak.
And they got a cheese pizza. Skyla and Holden are gonna try their chocolate lab bars.
Got the imprint, which is cool.
Is it good? Did you make good choices? Well, Skyla just did milk chocolate.
Because I didn't like any of the spices or anything. I put
Isn't it
cinnamon.
cool to eat something that you made?
Yeah.
We're gonna check out the museum shop.
I want that!
You already found something you want? Shocking.
Punching. What is this?
Reese's.
It's a puzzle. It smells like chocolate, but dark
Hershey
chocolate.
candles. What do you think?
Smells like
Does it smell like
Hershey?
Hershey's?
It smells like heaven.
They do have a shirt, Life is Sweet on Chocolate Avenue, the Hershey story. Hershey checkers, do you get to play with the candy? Because I think that's the way to do it. That's cool.
Yeah. A kiss for you.
More sustaining than meat. I agree.
I've already eaten one.
These mugs are $16. These are adorable for $9. You can get a Kisses lip gloss set for $30. And what's this?
Cocoa butter soap.
How much is that?
19.
That's
3
not
bars.
bad.
Yeah, $6 a bar.
We loved the Hershey Story Museum.
I just didn't know a lot about Hershey or the town or anything. I mean, basically made like a Disney World village, and they took care of people. His philanthropic stuff was just amazing, hearing about it.
I think that's the biggest thing that stuck with me, just how he came from a background you would never expect and made such a name for himself, but always caring about people as he did it. And that's really inspiring. Now I think we have a better appreciation for Hershey as a whole. The chocolate tasting was incredible.
That's really cool.
And the chocolate lab, I'm so glad we did that experience. So I do recommend, if you have the time, to check every part of the museum out because it's totally worth it. Check out our other videos about our Hershey adventures, and we'll see you soon.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
And as always,
Keep it